I'm in my classroom. So I don't seem to have that much time to record at home, and it has been a while, so after getting sick and then starting work and then just a whole bunch of other things, here I am, finally, recording this at work. This is not where I thought it was going to be. So this has nothing in any way to do with anything that is going on in our society right now. This is purely from a writer's perspective. Are you struggling to write about good politicians and how corrupt they are within your government? Well, I compiled a list of 5 things that you absolutely have to include with your politician if you're going to write this scumbag. Once again, I must note, this absolutely is not taking off of reality in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. Number 1, always go big. Now, you thought that going for a simple little, embezzling here, maybe a little bit of a scandal and a flirtatious thing there was gonna be enough? Absolutely not. If you're gonna be corrupt, you might as well go all out. Here's the thing. So, small scandals, we expect those from politicians. They're too easy to spot. So you gotta go big. And for those of you who are saying, wait a minute, going big, doesn't that make it easier to spot? You would think so, wouldn't you? But that's absolutely not the case. Here's the thing. No one is ever going to believe that you are capable of doing such audacious and dastardly things in front of everyone. They just won't believe it. Which is the key here. Hide it in plain sight, man. Hide it in plain sight. This step is so easy that even people who have dementia and are kind of brain dead can easily pull it off.
I am here today to tell all of you. Wait, why am I here? Why am I here? We are always doing our best in finding enough terrorist gender trends. I mean, you know what I mean.
But, you're gonna need step 2 if they are dementia people. And even if they're not, they're still gonna need step 2 to pull this off. Number 2, have the media cover your tale, or whatever passes for media in whatever story it is you're writing. The thing is, you can't just lie big yourself. You have to have someone else also lie just as big for you. And that way it is much more difficult to pin down what exactly is true and what is false, especially when it's outright lies being said. Now, there are a couple of ways that media can do this. One of the best ways is to simply point in a different direction and say, what's that scandal?
Mr. President, how do you plan to address this recent fiasco on the border?
Is that a black person thinking for themselves?
Oh my gosh!
You get my point. The second thing, of course, that they can do is just remain completely radio silent, say nothing at all, no matter whenever it pops up. That's a very easy one to do, actually. And I suppose if you had to have a third step, you could just have them lie, completely and outright. And then, for good measure, say at the end that this has been fact-checked. Just cuz. Maybe add a blue check mark. Are there blue check marks in your world? You should add those in there. Number 3, whenever you are questioned about the bad things you do, immediately change the topic. The best thing to do is look to an opponent and say how bad they are, or just look to the opposite side of the political party if there is an opposite side to a political party. Maybe just find a scapegoat of some kind and point out how evil they are in comparison, because how dare they do those things, and all I did was do a little bit of, sharing state secrets with our enemy. That's nothing.
That is a very good question. But I have another way to answer this. My opponent is clearly the devil, corn pop in disguise. Now, do you think the devil cares about those problems? I think that answers that question. Moving on.
Leave behind people in a foreign country so they can be killed? Brushed aside. Your opponent has done far worse.
No, you think that's weird? You should see what my opponent did in the spring of 1981. I'm just saying, mild molestation is not that much of a problem in comparison.
Number 4, if you are getting caught, never admit to the full crime, just the lamest of them. So, I'm sorry, your politician is probably gonna get caught in some of their stuff, and they're gonna need a bit of an alibi, so don't confront the big stuff. Just don't even bother with that. Just address the teeny tiny little things. For example,
Look, I hug people. You know, I love people. I love people, and that's why I hug them. I'm Italian, you know? Italians hug people. That's how we show our love for everyone. Was she uncomfortable? Maybe. Did I know that? Absolutely not. If I knew that, I would have told her first.
I am sorry to my nation, to my city. That woman took that hug in such a wrong way. Italian, man!
You get my point? Never admit to the crime? Just the lamest of them. Number 5, if your politician is finally ousted for the truly dastardly person they are, pretend that it was your idea the whole time. That's right, people. You have to play the martyr. I'm sorry, your politician has to play the martyr in your story. Still don't admit to the crime. Pretend that this was your idea all along and that you're doing it for the love of country, for the love of people, etc. like this.
What I did for my city. I did for my country. I love them both. Lord help me, I love them both so severely. And my heart bleeds for what my city is going through right now.
You mean the problems your administration caused?
You're clearly missing the point here. I love democracy. I love the republic. The power you gave me, I will freely give back once this crisis has abated.
This is the wrong movie. So heroic. Bonus points if you finally end with something like this.
And I want you all to know that my time isn't over. My work is just beginning. So look for it in bookstores in about 5 months. My experience in government and the things that I learned. It's gonna be a bestseller. And that's not because my publisher paid off a bunch of people to write good reviews. Not at all. That has nothing to do with that. Not even close.
That's right, turn your whole administration and all of its scandals into a massive book sale, because if there's one thing people like, it's reading about scandalous things. But of course, you'll still somehow be the hero of your story, because why wouldn't you? And that's it, 5 vitally important things if you're going to be a corrupt politician. If you're going to write about corrupt politicians. Don't do this in real life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, I have a book below that you should read. I also have other projects in the works that you should be looking forward to. And I could go on and on, but to be honest, I think this video is probably already long enough, and I don't really feel like doing any more of that stuff. See you later.